Imagine sitting in your classroom, the familiar hum of everyday life surrounding you. The teacher is lecturing, students are taking notes, and the sun streams in through the windows. Everything feels perfectly ordinary, safe, and predictable. It's a perfectly normal day, the kind you might not even remember tomorrow. The air is fresh, the temperature is comfortable, and there's a sense of calm that permeates the room. Suddenly, without warning, you feel a strange, unsettling tightness in your chest. It's a subtle sensation at first, easily dismissed, but it quickly intensifies. Breathing is becoming harder. Each inhale feels shallow and insufficient. You try to take a deeper breath, but it's as if the air itself is resisting you. You glance around, a growing sense of unease washing over you. Your classmates are coughing, some clutching their throats, their faces etched with confusion and alarm. Their eyes are wide with confusion, mirroring your own growing panic. What's happening? Is it a virus? A sudden illness? No one seems to know. The world outside the window flickers, as if reality itself is glitching. The air feels thin, almost brittle, lacking the life-giving essence you've always taken for granted. And then panic truly sets in, a contagious wave of fear sweeping through the classroom. The comfortable normalcy has shattered, replaced by a primal instinct for survival. The teacher, usually a figure of authority and calm, clutches their throat, gasping for air, their face turning a frightening shade of red. The clock on the wall ticks louder, each second an agonizing reminder of the precious time slipping away. Something is terribly, irrevocably wrong. This is the moment the world begins to lose its oxygen. The very air we breathe, the foundation of our existence, is being stolen from us. 1% every second, a terrifying countdown to an unimaginable catastrophe. The comfortable, life-sustaining air we take for granted, the invisible blanket that surrounds and protects us, is vanishing before our very eyes. And with each passing second, fear spreads like wildfire, consuming everything in its path. Dizziness grows, your heart races in a desperate attempt to compensate for the lack of oxygen, your body screaming for the air it needs to survive. And as you struggle to breathe, you notice the sky outside deepening to a strange, unnatural violet, a color that speaks of cosmic horror and impending doom. Sunlight seems harsher, more intense, burning through the atmosphere with an almost malevolent glare. The invisible shield that protects us from the sun's deadly radiation is failing, leaving us vulnerable to forces we can barely comprehend. Every living thing, from the smallest insect to the largest whale, is suddenly on the front lines of a catastrophe unlike anything the world has ever seen. The first seconds pass, and the dominoes begin to fall, triggering a chain reaction that will reshape the world as we know it. Your body fights for air with every fiber of its being, a desperate struggle against an invisible enemy. But the feeling only worsens, the suffocating grip tightening with each passing moment. The world is changing in ways no one could have imagined, defying all logic and reason, transforming into something alien and terrifying. The countdown has started, and no one, absolutely no one, is prepared for what's coming. The age of oxygen, the era that defined life on Earth for millennia, is ending before your very eyes, a historical turning point of unimaginable magnitude. The sky is falling, not literally, but in a way that's far more terrifying, and everything you know, everything you've ever taken for granted, is about to change forever. What is oxygen, and why do we need it? Think of your body as an engine. Food is the fuel, but oxygen is the spark. Oxygen powers every cell, turning food into energy so you can move, think, and live. Every breath delivers oxygen to your blood, fueling your entire body. Without it, nothing works. No breath, no fire, no engines. Oxygen shapes our world. It's in water, rocks, and even the ozone layer that shields us from the sun. Take away oxygen, and fire dies, machines stop, and life halts. It's not just the air we breathe. It's the builder, protector, and power source of our planet. Oxygen is the invisible thread that holds our world together. Back in the classroom, life continues as normal, unaware of the impending catastrophe. Students are learning, teachers are teaching, and the world outside seems peaceful. But this normalcy is about to be shattered. 10 seconds in, the oxygen level abruptly drops to 19%. This is equivalent to being at a very high altitude, where the air is thin and breathing becomes noticeably more difficult. It's like being on a mountaintop, struggling to catch your breath with each step. The body begins to feel the strain of oxygen deprivation. Breathing is hard, becoming a conscious effort. Thoughts become foggy and unclear as the brain struggles to function with reduced oxygen. Concentration wanes, and simple tasks become challenging. Panic starts rising as people realize something is terribly wrong. The instinctive fear of suffocation begins to grip the population. At 16% oxygen, judgment and coordination begin to fail dramatically. Simple movements become difficult, and the ability to think clearly diminishes rapidly. Even standing feels impossible, as muscles weaken and the body struggles to maintain its posture. The world begins to tilt and sway. Suddenly, every fire on Earth goes out, starved of the oxygen it needs to burn. Campfires, stoves, engines, all reliant on combustion, are abruptly silenced. The world plunges into an eerie stillness as the familiar hum of technology fades away, all silenced, leaving behind an unsettling quiet. By 40 seconds, the oxygen level has plummeted to 12%. The situation has become critical. Most people collapse, succumbing to the lack of oxygen. Unconsciousness spreads like a wave across the globe. The sky undergoes a bizarre transformation, turning a deep violet black, an unnatural and ominous hue. The sun, once a warm and comforting presence, becomes a harsh white disk, radiating an unsettling and unfamiliar light. The world looks alien, as if transported to another planet with a hostile and unforgiving environment. Air pressure plummets drastically, causing intense pain in the ears as the body struggles to equalize the internal and external pressure. And the world grows eerily silent, devoid of the sounds of life and activity. At 10% oxygen, consciousness completely fades, plunging the remaining survivors into darkness, and the world falls still, a frozen tableau of a dying planet. But the disaster isn't just for living things. The very structures of our civilization are also at risk. Concrete buildings and bridges, once symbols of strength and permanence, begin to crumble and crack under the strain. Oxygen was their hidden strength, a crucial component in the chemical bonds that held them together. Human civilization starts to disintegrate, its foundations crumbling along with its structures. In just 1 minute, Earth transforms from a vibrant, bustling planet to a silent and crumbling ruin, a testament to the fragility of life and civilization. The age of oxygen ends abruptly and violently, and the world is rendered unrecognizable, a desolate wasteland. The sky is black, devoid of the familiar blue hues, and the air is gone, leaving behind a vacuum. And life as we know it is over, extinguished in a matter of seconds. The planet is left in darkness and silence, a tomb for a lost world. The unraveling is complete, leaving behind a desolate and lifeless planet. In the next minute, oxygen plummets to zero. The ozone layer vanishes, and deadly ultraviolet radiation scorches the surface. Air pressure collapses, rupturing eardrums and boiling water everywhere. Not from heat, but from lack of pressure. The ground itself rebels. Earthquakes and volcanic eruptions tear the planet apart. Oceans boil away, the crust fractures and cities are swallowed. Metal fuses, machines become welded sculptures. The sky is black, the sun blinding, and the world is a boiling, unstable wasteland. In just 5 minutes, Earth is a sterile, geologically violent rock. Life as we know it is erased. The transformation is total and irreversible. An hour later, Earth is unrecognizable. Oceans have boiled away, leaving a thin, toxic atmosphere. The planet swings between scorching days and freezing nights. The crust continues to crack and shift. Volcanoes spew strange, deoxidized magma. Soil is now dust, hostile to life. All oxygen-dependent life is gone, scorched, boiled, or buried. Only anaerobic bacteria, deep underground, might survive and thrive. From space, Earth is a dark, fractured world, more like Mars or Venus. The blue marble is lost, replaced by a scarred, lifeless rock. The first hour seals the planet's fate forever. 1 day later, silence reigns. The sun scorches one side, the other freezes. No wind, no weather, just extremes. Civilization is erased. Buildings are dust, metal is fused, organic matter sterilized. Libraries, art, and history are gone. Nothing remains of our story. Only the hardiest bacteria might move across the barren surface. Over millions of years, they could evolve, starting a new alien chain of life. This dead world is a lesson in planetary fragility. Our atmosphere, water, and crust are a delicate balance. Remove one key element, and everything collapses. The aftermath is a stark reminder of how precious our world truly is. Now take a deep breath, a long cleansing breath. Feel the gift of oxygen filling your lungs, the very essence of life sustaining you. Appreciate the simple act of breathing, something we often take for granted. Imagine a world where that breath is a luxury, where the air is thin and toxic. This scenario is science fiction, a cautionary tale of what could be, but it vividly shows how vital our atmosphere is, this delicate shield that protects us from the harshness of space and allows life to flourish. It's a precious resource we must safeguard. Our air is created by plants and plankton through the miracle of photosynthesis. converting sunlight into the very air we breathe. They are the true lungs of our planet, tirelessly working to keep us alive, a silent and essential partnership. When we harm ecosystems through deforestation, pollution, and neglect, we threaten our own survival. We disrupt the delicate balance that sustains us all. Protecting forests, oceans, and air, these are not just environmental concerns. It is about saving ourselves, our families, and future generations. It's about ensuring a healthy and vibrant world for all. We can all help plant trees, nurturing new life and restoring vital ecosystems. Reduce waste, minimizing our impact on the planet, and conserving precious resources. Use clean energy, transitioning away from fossil fuels and embracing sustainable alternatives. And inspire others to join the movement, spreading awareness and empowering change. Every small action matters when multiplied by millions, creating a powerful wave of positive change across the globe. Our planet is resilient, with an incredible capacity to heal and regenerate, but it is not indestructible. There are limits to its ability to recover from the damage we inflict. We are its caretakers, entrusted with the responsibility to protect and nurture this precious gift. Let's protect the intricate web of life, ensuring that all species can thrive and flourish for generations to come. Let this story remind us what's at stake, the breathtaking beauty and vital resources that we risk losing if we fail to act, and inspire us to act, to become agents of change and create a more sustainable and equitable world. Because this is the only world we have, our shared home, our only source of life and sustenance. Let's cherish and protect it, with all our hearts and all our strength, for ourselves and for all who will come after us.